All right, here we are recording episode, I think this will be 101. So welcome.
Yes.
Nice to talk to you. Nice to see you.
Thank you. Thank you. You too, man.
Yeah. Today we're going to get in some transcendental meditation. I think you know something about it.
Great. I do. Yes. I had the privilege of practicing it. So I enjoy it very much.
Is it easy to do? Does it cost money?
It does. If you want to learn, let's say the truly, let's call it proper technique. By the way, the trademarked Transcendental Meditation, teaches it. But it is relatively simple once you get it. It's actually quite a simple
Do you
process.
understand it enough to teach me? Like if I came to visit you, you could kind of.
I think I could. I could
tenets?
get you I think I could. I could teach you like the basics at least. Yeah.
I'm going to take you up on that when the spring comes and the snow melts.
Absolutely. Count me in.
Great. So let's get into this. All right, so we're getting into some transcendental meditation. I've got a video here. Let's check that out.
15 million Americans meditate, including some very bold-faced names.
I started meditation on July 1st, 1973, on a sunny Saturday morning at 11 o'clock.
One of them is director David Lynch.
You remember not just the date, you remember what the day was like.
I remember it as if it was yesterday, and it was so beautiful. I've been meditating twice a day for over 41 years, and never...
I aspire to do more meditation. Wow. I'm tired of saying I do it and not practice it a lot more. Anyway, I just really want to say that.
Me too, man. I'm with you 100% there.
You're really good at it, so I definitely would like you to teach me some of this. He's a director. He's a great director too.
Oh, sure.
Anyway,
yeah, Mr. Lynch here.
Yeah. So he's true visionary. He's channeling. He's getting the Akashic record, whatever you call it. He's pulling from above into below. That's what he's.
That's right.
Never missed a meditation.
It might come as a surprise to learn that Lynch, the director of such dark movies as Blue Velvet and Mulholland Drive, calls himself a, quote, bliss ninny. He practices transcendental meditation, also known as TM.
So people see things like stress, traumatic stress, tension, anxieties, sorrow, depression, hate, anger, and fear start to lift away. So it's like pure gold coming in from within and garbage going out.
For Lynch and its adherents.
That sounds fantastic. I'm gonna.
I'm
gonna try it because that's. I feel a lot of times in my chest. I feel anxiety here a lot. I feel pressure here.
Okay.
And I feel it every day, pretty much. Especially when I'm trying to like do tasks and think about what needs to be done.
Okay.
Right here, I get it a lot.
Oh, so you feel it. Yeah, and this helps, like, it helps you experience that, and it does help kind of, now I have not practiced it so consistently as David Lynch there, so, for what that's worth. But, like, when I do consistently practice it, and probably should do that again, it does make you more aware of what's going on in your body, and those feelings do start to melt away. It's kind of a cumulative effect in a way.
Can you explain what it feels like?
At first, when I first started doing it, it felt like I'm sitting there with my eyes closed and I'm hammering at this mantra in my brain, right? So I'm thinking of whatever the mantra is, and it could be anything. It's usually a sound they give you at the TM center. It's as part of a ceremony. They have like it's kind of an induction ceremony of sorts, and they it's really nice. It's like a nice little thing, and you feel like you're part of something. And then they give you a mantra, and that's your special mantra. Like it's just some kind of sound. I think it comes from Sanskrit, but it doesn't necessarily have a meaning other than the sound. But we're not going to. You at first I felt like I was just hammering away at this mantra, and I'm just kind of thinking of it all the time, and like nothing's really happening. But eventually what happens is I then find my mind just wandering. Random thoughts are popping up, and I'm taken away by them. So it's like full on imagination, almost like a dream state kind of.
Wow.
Then I catch myself and whoa, what? Like what was I thinking about all that for?
Then
I'm back to the mantra.
Do you put yourself in like with a blanket over your head? Do you do any type of suppression of anything?
Yeah. Not really. No, I think.
Sorry.
No, that's all right. That's a great transition. That was cool. That was a good transition. No, all I really do is I'll sit. You can sit. You don't have to sit necessarily in a special position, other than with your straight up in a chair, ideally. You can sit on the floor. You can do the lotus if you want. Mm-hmm. It's kind of free in that sense. Mm-hmm. I just close my eyes. I kind of, take a breath. I calm myself for about a minute or two.
Yeah, with breath, right? Breath gets you.
With breath, yeah. And then in about like 30 seconds to a minute, I start kind of repeating the mantra in my head. And then that's like the vehicle to help quiet the mind and make myself aware of the things. Yeah, the mantra acts like this vehicle for that. But it's interesting because in the beginning, my mind's wandering. It's all over the place. So is this really working? But hey, they say stick at it twice a day, about 20 minutes each session.
Wow. So 40 minutes a day.
Yeah. So 40 minutes a day. So 20 minutes each time. Once like in the morning and once they say like before dinner, like before you eat.
Interesting.
Both times before you eat, ideally, I think, because digestion can you feel that rock in your stomach,
Sure do.
But eventually what happens is you do start to feel things in your body too. And you start to feel it kind of melt away and you start to become more aware of a thought bubbling up. And you can I've always like dismiss it like a cloud in the sky. You can see it. Like, oh yeah, there I'm feeling like, oh, there's that thought of maybe a bad breakup or something.
You're becoming an observer of your thoughts,
yes.
I would say.
Yes, you're exactly. Yeah. And then over time, you really do start to, I felt myself when I was practicing it more consistently, I was calmer in the face of stress. I wouldn't get stressed out quickly about things.
Yeah.
I noticed things seemed to just kind of work out, not to give it a mystical edge, but it was because of my relative calm and that sense of kind of paying attention more to like what's happening in each and every moment. I'm not as stressed out and I'm more like able to handle a situation and I don't get as angry as quickly. I don't have that trigger emotion.
It's kind of like you're defragmenting your hard drive, right?
Yes, sort of. Yes, exactly. It's like defragging your hard drive. In fact, I think people have used that exact analogy too.
Makes sense.
So it is exactly that. It's like defragging your hard drive for those with, older computers, or in a way it can be like restarting your computer. Your mind gets filled with, your memory gets locked up
from
with
within
stuff, and you can kind of
unlock it,
reboot the computer, and now your memory's free. So
cool. That's very cool.
But David probably will do a great job explaining it.
Well, he also, I mean, you did a great job because you actually did it. I mean, anyone who has done something knows more than someone who hasn't done something, especially when there's steps and a process to it. So this man does it every day for 40 years.
And
which is really something.
Going out.
For Lynch and its adherents, TM and its repetition of a personalized mantra
You will unfold your full potential.
Can help free the mind from what he calls the rubber clown suit of negativity.
Okay.
It's suffocating, it stinks, it's heavy, and you start meditating with Transcendental Meditation from a legitimate teacher, and that clown suit will start dissolving, and you'll feel so good.
And that's more than just talk. In 2005, he began the David Lynch Foundation for Consciousness-Based
It's so great when people believe in something so much that they want to kind of roll it out and make it more available to people. So that's great. That is fantastic.
2005, he began the David Lynch Foundation for Consciousness-Based Education and World Peace.
That's a consciousness-based education for my project. We got to look into that. What is this? We need to know. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Foundation for Consciousness-Based Education and World Peace. One of its goals? To teach students, like the ones at this school in Los Angeles, how to meditate.
Like sometimes in the morning, I don't want to come to school.
You don't want to come to school?
I don't.
That's the way I felt.
Take the meditation. It makes me want to come to school.
Wow. Did anybody here, when you first heard about meditation, think, okay, that sounds kind of weird?
I did, honestly.
Yeah.
Betsy, Marie, you both did?
Yeah. So did I.
Anna, you did too?
I thought it was like, when you cross your legs and you hold your hands. I thought we would have to do that.
Twice a day for 15 minutes, these students meditate.
After that, it just helps me keep my day going.
I don't know why this isn't put into schools more often, Mike. Like, give people like 15 minutes to just chill out and like defragment. Right?
Oh yeah,
Please.
I think there was a school in, I want to say it was in New Jersey, that actually attempted to do just that.
Mm-hmm.
But someone claimed then that it was, religious or instructing in religion, because I think it was a public school that tried it.
Right.
And now to that, I would say no, it's not. It's actually a completely secular.
I
practice.
agree.
There might be mystical elements if you want to add them in. That's up to each individual.
I think that's is a weird reason not to adopt something, especially when
I agree
nowadays too with the mental, diversity and all that.
Yeah, and they did say they noticed like students are generally calmer.
Yeah, of course.
They're not as like fired up about what.
If you could teach,
you remember school getting fired up.
If you could teach anybody to slow down and take a moment to reset and then come back, I don't see anything wrong with that, because the kids are just charged up all day. You're constantly going from one stimulus to another, and you're going from one high to another, and like the peace is within, and once you can
peace is within.
If you're good enough, you can get the peace rather quickly in 20 minutes. So like, I'm all for this. And I definitely, in Philadelphia, they have this, right? You can go somewhere.
They do. Yes. So actually the one I went to was in Jenkintown.
Okay.
Pennsylvania. So it's only a train ride away from, if you do the local light rail or by car too. It's pretty easy to get to.
How much was
correctly. Now that I don't remember. That's the one.
$100.
I think it was.
If it was more than expensive, you would have remembered. If it was like $500, you would have remembered.
Yeah. I don't think it was that expensive.
Yeah.
It was interesting. It was expensive enough for me to say, okay, I'm going to commit to doing this. Like, I had to think about it and then say, yeah, I want to learn this. This is going to be a gift to myself, an investment in myself. But it wasn't prohibitively expensive. It wasn't like insane. My first was it was August. I think it was August 3rd, 2016. Was
2016, so 10 years ago. Okay.
It was like 10 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
all right, let's
just to copy Mr. Lynch's. But yes.
Let's check the rest of this out.
Just that's everything that's bad like go away, and I just think of the positive things. It makes me become like more, I don't know, like become more happy within myself, and like I like become, I guess, more patient with others. When I'm in a better mood, my family's in a better mood.
Yeah.
I don't argue as much with my sister. But when I get home after I meditate, like I'm just in a good mood. I feel better about the day. Nothing bugs me.
Principal Jennifer Garcia says her school, like 43 others that have adopted the program.
I think it's so cool when you can see young people actually taking a moment. I must introduce this to my son. I have to at least try.
Yes.
There's no way I have to. So if he can get some of that, man, oh man. All right, let's keep going.
Has really changed for the better.
Kids are calm and they're not taking stuff out on each other. And they're really engaged in wanting to be helpful with each other. It's
That's incredible. So all it really takes is just a moment of reflection to get, you could dress it up a ton of different ways. The demons out of you, exercise your demons. Or it could just be like how your brain works and the chemistry of your brain. If you're seeking dopamine and all this other stuff and you're constantly reacting to everything about how people make you feel and how, you went going to a room and you don't like it in there. If you can just like be in public, imagine you could be in public with a bunch of other people and everybody just takes a mental break and like renews themselves and returns to what they're doing.
You're hitting the nail, like the way I'm thinking of it, right on the head.
Because
it's exactly the point. It's just taking a moment. TM is just one of many methods one can use as far as meditation techniques. I happen to like it. It's really good. There are others I also like. But that's the whole idea, right? You take that moment. You don't have to react to everything.
That's great.
You jump from one stimulus to
I
the
could
next.
tell you know more about it than I do because you call it TM. So I like
yeah,
TM.
yeah. All the it's funny because the David Lynch Foundation, I wasn't aware of how involved it really was, but I've heard of it. Yeah, and I knew David Lynch was somebody who does. Some practitioners, they showed some of them there. I think Jerry Seinfeld does
I
it.
believe it. I believe it.
Ellen DeGeneres, they showed her, I believe, earlier. I know there are many others whose names, just David Lynch obviously is a good one. Yeah.
I think it's very helpful if you're a productive person who is making income, right? And let people rely on you, and you're like a leader in your field. You're definitely going to need to figure out a way to calibrate 100%.
Yeah.
Way too often, too many people go towards alcohol and things like that when they should be going more towards this way, in my opinion.
Yeah, you're right. And the calibration is a great word. One of the things that, so the kind of initial teacher, I believe he taught the Beatles, the Maharishi Mahesh Yogi, I think his name is.
Okay.
I might have pronounced it wrong, but he said one of the most important virtues, and this stuck with me even now, is not strength or courage or faith or things like that. It's discernment. And I think that's perfect.
Can you define discernment for me?
So discernment is the ability to tell what's actually happening from what you think is happening.
Gotcha.
I guess the way I think of it. Yeah. So there's what I feel like is happening, but what's actually going on? Is that person really giving me an evil stare?
Right.
Or did they just get a bug in their eye? Right. Like there's something like that.
Right,
you know?
right.
I have to be able to discern the difference, right? Because if he's giving me the evil stare and he wants to come at me, that's one thing. But maybe the person just has a bug in his eye and just happened to be looking in my direction.
Sure.
It kind of makes you think before you react, I guess.
I could share a funny moment with some discernment I had. So the other day I went to Wawa. If people don't know, Wawa is a place where you can buy the things you need, buy gas, buy food. So it was so crowded in there. It was like stupidly crowded. Yeah. And I carry myself more than I'm older as a man. I'm not saying I'm a tough guy, but you got to be somewhat confident and strong to go into a insanely busy Wawa. And then the one that's around me also has like trucks and like there's a lot of truck drivers. Like it was bananas. So anyway, I'm in there and like, I'm in the world now. There's all these people. There's so much going on. I'm a part of a cog in the community right now. And I'm like, damn, I gotta get my shit together. You got to pick your food. It's wild in there. So I'm not trying to focus. Right. So I like synchronicity. I see numbers a lot. And like, I'm like, oh, I should go towards the numbers. So I go to pay.
Nice. Yeah.
I go to pay. And the woman says 1616. So I go, oh, I got my 1616. I'm like, amongst all of this chaos, I was still getting a message. And then, so I actually went over to, this other house I go to, secondary house. That sounds crazy, but it's true. And I go there and I journal and I read and I take time, right? To like, it's kind of like meditation. So I'm like, oh, I got my 16. I'll get to the point. So I see the number and I'm believing I have this number and it's got like all this positivity behind it, right? So then a couple hours later, I'm back at my house and then I look at my phone and I saw that the amount of money was 1660. So I had been going under the pretext of feeling very special. So my discernment was not quite. See, so what I'm trying to say is, I just want to share with you something I grapple with a lot anymore, especially as I do this project, this documentary, is the illusion. Falling for the illusion, and not only the illusion, but being consumed by the illusion. I grapple with this a lot nowadays. Yes.
That's discernment. The getting caught up too much, and hey, guilty as charged, right? Getting caught up too much in the illusion.
Yes.
And that's being able to realize what is an illusion or what's like a thought or something, and what's as much as you can actually there. And that's what this, among other meditation practices, helps one do. And I always, when the Maharishi said that, they showed me like a video at this Transcendental Meditation Center as they were like kind of one of the first sessions, kind of getting you used to the practice and explaining how it works. They showed this video of him, like an old one from like the 70s or something. And that's what he said. And that really stuck with me because I was like, oh yeah, I never thought of things like that before. And now I can, so ever since then, I've been throwing that quote around a lot, because it's true. That's
it's
neat,
like,
though. That's a great story.
Thank you. It just happened like 5 days ago, and I do have discernment because I'm at this point now. There's like analysis paralysis, there's discernment, and then there's the illusion. And I kind of understand all these concepts, so I'm like, sometimes I don't even know where to be. I'm like, I don't know. I'm outside myself. I'm inside myself. Sometimes I'm like, super busy at work, and I understand that I'm stuck, and I'm like stuck there to get paid to do a thing, and yet my mind is still grappling some sort of these concepps, and it's nice when you can turn it off a little bit. So maybe that's where the practice could help. Because I am a thinker.
Is definitely helpful with that. Yeah, it has helped me. That's one thing. There comes a point after, it took me a little bit. It took me like several days, maybe longer, where I really started to sort of hit accidentally, where I realized, wait, like my mind's not jumping a mile a minute as much. I can still think fast, but I can it's calmer, it's quieter. I'm not as reactive to the world.
Yeah, and I know you are a thinker. There's thoughts that you're having.
It's overdrive.
The mind is
your mind is crazy.
Your mind's a powerful thing.
It is. It really is. And then I realized how I can channel all that. So it's not necessarily a bad thing that my mind is incredibly active. It's just, what am I doing with it? Am I negatively talking to myself, or am I building myself up, or am I kind of just like, you get this negative thought, that happens, whatever, it's gone, like a cloud in the sky.
I give you a lot of credit for seeking that out, because you probably went by yourself, right?
I did.
Yeah, see?
I did. Because
that's incredible.
I wanted to really just like,
wow.
I told friends about it, but I was kind of like, I felt like it was kind of a journey for me.
It's easier for you to just do it than to get somebody else to come.
I'm just going to do it.
Oh, good on you.
Yeah, exactly.
Good on you, because that shows you enjoy personal growth. So I give you a lot of credit for that.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
And
I will say this: I meditated at my most stressful times, and it definitely helped. So that was another thing too. Yeah.
Excellent. Well, it's the first time we recorded one of these in a while. I actually really like this topic. I was very interested, because I was coming from a place where I didn't know much about it. So super cool.
Nice, man.
With that, we're out.